My friend. Yes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get back to business. We're getting back to business. We're getting back to business. Yes, I'm expecting Reverend Christie. Yes, we're getting back to business. We can't go like that. There's so much. There's so much. I'm waiting for Reverend Christie. Waiting for Reverend Christie. The network has been so... I'm waiting for her. That question has to be answered. Where are you? Oh yeah, go online. I'm expecting you online. They're waiting. People are there already. You don't know. There are lots of questions here. I'm waiting. You know, the network at our hand has been really has been epileptic, but I'm trusting that we'll have her back. Okay, she's here. Yeah, we're coming
Hi.
back. Yes, thank you for coming back. Yes,
Okay,
continue
so
with
I
your
was
with your
saying that
wet dreams and masturbation and all.
yes, ma'am. I was saying that masturbation is a product of a conscious thought to manipulate the genitals to achieve sexual orgasm. Is a conscious thought and a conscious act. But wet dreams are a product of a physiological and biological need. And I will explain.
Yeah.
Women have menstrual cycles, okay? If you meet some women, they will tell you, I have a 30-day cycle. Some will tell you, I have a 20-day cycle. Some will say, my own is 28 days. Some will say, my own is 30 days. Men also have a sexual cycle. And in the men, it is the number of days that go by before they feel a desire or a pressure to have sex. For some men, they can have sex twice a day. They have a sperm build up. They have a sperm bank.
They don't ovulate. They don't ovulate.
No, they don't ovulate, but they have a sperm bank.
Yes.
And every man has the number of days it takes to fill up that sperm bank. For some men, it's 1 day. For some men, it's 2 days. Some men can go 4 days before they feel the urge to have sex. So that's the men's cycle. Now, why they feel that urge to have sex is because the sperm bank is full and it needs a release. That's why I said it's a physiological and a biological process that makes the man have wet dreams. Now, if the man has decided, I'm living a pure life, I'm not going to sleep with any woman, I'm not going to masturbate, I'm not going to watch pornography. Fine. Once he has decided that, you know what's going to happen to him? When he sleeps at night, because that sperm bank is full, the body naturally emits the excess sperm from the body, and they wake up and they see a wet bed. And we were told earlier on, when I became a Christian about 40 years ago, that it is demonic.
Exactly. Demonic.
It is not demonic. It is a biological, physiological process that happens to the man to naturally emit sperm from the body that has built up because the man is not sexually active. So wet dreams are different from masturbation. Now, let me give a caveat. If you have been watching dirty movies, if you have been having dirty conversations, if you have been doing all kinds of things before you went to sleep and you got up, your bed was wet, that is not a wet dream. You were masturbating even in your sleep. Or you don't think Satan can manipulate you in the dream? He can. So the difference between wet dreams and masturbation is that Wet dreams do not involve any conscious act.
Yes.
Okay.
Masturbation, you do it deliberately. You watch porn, then you act it out.
Masturbation.
So,
masturbation.
Somebody asked a question. Is masturbation demonic? Is masturbation demonic? That's a question that somebody just asked now.
Is masturbation demonic?
Demonic.
Well, from the aspect of evil, that God, the Bible says, devil is the father of lies and the father of all evil. From that perspective, masturbation is demonic because it is demonically energized. It is demonically propagated. It is demonically perpetuated. You understand? But from the perspective of saying that, oh, I am possessed, that's why I can't stop. It's a lie. It's not demonic.
Exactly. Thank you for balancing that truth.
Every addiction is a learned behavior.
Yes, it's deliberate.
It is a learned behavior. You learned it. You started it. You practiced it until you became addicted. So it's demonic from the perspective of Satan being the originator of all evil. But it is not demonic from the perspective of saying, oh, I can't help myself. No way. No way. We have power over spirits and demons and scorpions and principalities and powers.
Principalities and powers.
Yeah, we have been given power. We have been given power to root out, to pull down, to destroy. So root out the devil and build an altar of praise in that place. Build an altar of worship in that place. Build an altar of service to God in that place, of commitment to your faith, and the devil will give way.
Sure. Somebody said I didn't answer a question fully. Can you ask again? Because I didn't. Okay, somebody was talking about, my son is addicted to porn site. So we refuse to give him phone, which is affecting his online classes. How can we help him without, there's a boundaries. You can ask the question, but there's a way you can set. I don't know if they have it in Nigeria on our phones. There's a particular software that you can put on your phone that will stop you from going to some sites. But please answer that question.
There are many porn blockers that you can pay for. You subscribe.
Do they have it in Nigeria? Only that in the US.
It's available worldwide.
Awesome.
It's available worldwide. Just go on the internet, please. And Google porn blockers and find the ones that you can access from Nigeria. Introduce them into every device that your son is likely to use. Then he can do his work without porn coming. And if you should go looking for porn, they will send you a message immediately to your own phone that your son is trying to access porn. And then you will get to know. That's one. Two, you need to explain to him the danger of porn. Don't just say it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Explain to him. Go and study up on pornography and the dangers of pornography and the destructive powers of pornography and the way they interrupt relationships in the physical. Explain all of that to him before you begin to put all those checks in place. If he does not understand why it is bad, he's just going to say, my parents are old-fashioned.
You just told the mother now to go study what are the dangers of watching pornography. You just told us to tell the mom. Maybe the mom is not educated enough to understand or to study or to even, she doesn't have a clue to what porn is all about. She just stumbled on it with her son. Explain it, the danger of pornography. So people are watching and they need to understand the danger of pornography. Some even felt it's normal, it's just a site and it's a normal thing. Please explain.
Do you know that most of the people that rape are porn addicts?
Absolutely. Danger of pornography.
Now, pornography is sexual activity among people who are not married. They videotape and they put it on the internet. They don't hide their faces. They don't cover anything. It's explicit sexual activity. Now, sex is not shameful. Sex is private. Sex is not shameful. Sex is private. When you carry a private thing and you make it a public thing, it is abuse. It's abnormal use. So that's the first point that you will use to know that porn is not okay. Two, every time sexual activity is happening outside of what God declared or decreed, Demons are in attendance. Sin is being committed. And whoever partakes of it is partaking of the sin. 3, when you watch porn, it arouses your sexual fire. If you are not married, you are going to look for an outlet for that sexual fire. You will commit more sin.
Exactly.
Married, what suddenly happens is that you will find that your brain is now wired to images more than human beings. Every man who masturbates interrupts the intimacy between him and his wife. Every woman, who watches porn, every woman who watches porn interrupts the intimacy between her and her husband. You know why? Because your brain now becomes wired to images, not human beings.
Exactly, not the person, yeah.
Not persons. Your brain becomes wired to images. And don't forget, I spoke a little earlier about the escalation process. A young lady came to me and said, "Ma, I need help." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Ma, I'm into porn." I said, "Okay, let's pray." She said, "Ma, wait, let me explain. I used to watch a soft porn. That is just, you see as though they are having sex, but you will not really see." She said, "But after a while, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough again. So I started watching hardcore
cracking
porn.
cocaine.
After a while, it was not enough again. I started watching lesbian porn. After a while, it was not enough again. I started watching group sex porn. After a while, it was not enough." He said, "Ma, why I came to you now is that I'm watch child pornography where adults are raping little girls and little boys." She said, "I now watch violent child porn." She said, "Ma, I know that if I don't catch myself now, I'm never going to stop. Please, ma, help me." So where you will start from somewhere, but the devil is an opportunity. That small window you opened, it will fling it wide open and open all your doors and enter. And then wahala. Pornography is one of the biggest things destroying people in the world today because it rewires your brain. Yes, ma'am.
When should I start teaching my children sex education?
Age 2. 2 years old. 2 years old. 2 years old. Go and look for materials on age appropriate material for each age. You understand? You cannot be talking to a 2-year-old about pornography. He will not even understand you. But you can teach the child about their breast, their bum bum, their pee-pee. Nobody should touch it. Nobody should see it. It's private. You can teach them with sign language at age 2. Most people who molest children are familiar to the children. So when they do certain things, the children take it normal. So you start from age 2. This is your breast. Please don't call it funny names. Call it the name. This is your breast, your vagina.
It's the way it is.
This is your vagina. This is your penis. This is your bum.
Don't say it's kokoro or koi.
No, don't call it kokoro because kokoro is ant. Then
exactly, you are confusing them.
So you tell them nobody should touch it. Only you and your auntie when she's giving you a bath. And if your auntie touches you like this is okay. But if she touches you like this, it's not okay. You'll be surprised. You send those children to school at the age of 2. And they come back on the first day and they're telling you A, B, C, D. And you say they cannot learn? They can learn. If they learned ABC in the first week of school, they can learn so much from you at home before they go out. So from age 2, start teaching your children about sex education.
Thank you for asking this question. But before then, a woman called me this afternoon. She sent a voicemail that her grandma has been sexually molesting and assaulting a grandson of 3 years. That now the boy goes to grandma's room every time. When they beat him not to go there, he comes back again to the grandma's room. Now, she said today she was crying that she saw the boy, a 3-year-old boy, having sex with the chair, with the sofa in the living room. Then she said, "I'm dead, my heart is broken." Can you just explain that before I answer this question?
The grandma
watching pornography.
The grandma is either a sex addict or the grandma was herself molested as a child. Sometimes people that were molested as children repeat the point of trauma by molesting others also. So the grandmother either needs help or the grandmother is an addict herself, in which case the grandmother needs to be confronted. If you have to take out legal action against that woman, you need to, because she's destroying that little boy's life at this age. If by 3 he knows what sex is, imagine that by 10 he will not be looking for prostitutes. By age 10, that boy may be looking for prostitutes. So the grandmother needs to be confronted. The child, you need to lay hands on that child and pray. You need to pray over that child and make decrees. You need to do everything you can to separate that boy from that old woman. And you need to ask them
to let the mom to go. Tell the father your mother must leave this house today. As it were. But madam, some couples watch pornography together to fulfill their sexual urge. Please answer that question. That's oral. Is it a slip
you are playing
with your destiny?
You are playing with fire.
Destiny. You are playing your husband will sleep around. Go ahead. Your husband will sleep with everything. Is a question. Somebody asked a question.
Who is the author of sex?
God.
Who is the author of sex? God. Why will you carry your Toyota car to Honda to tell them to show you how to run the Toyota?
I wonder.
God is the author of sex. Why do you think that you need to learn about sex outside of God? Now, when you say that
Solomon will teach you proper sex.
When you go and bring pornography into your home, you are bringing all of those people that are having ungodly sex into your home. Sex is a spirit. So you will bring the dirty, perverted sex into your home, introduce those demons into your home. Guess what? All of you will become demon infested. And before long, you'll be looking for outside. Apart from that, the danger to your children, those demons get into your house and they have easy access to your children. And your children suddenly start sleeping with each other and you are wondering what is happening here. Your children suddenly become such, you find your 12-year-old daughter already so sexually aware, you'll be wondering, how did she learn? The spirits you introduced into the house are the ones. Why do you need pornography for your sexual experience? Why don't you learn how to pleasure each other by yourself? Let me tell you something. There are some things that we know by instinct.
Exactly. There are some explore each other.
There are some things we know by instinct. When you put a day-old baby to the breast, nobody teaches that baby how to suck. The moment the breast enters the one-day-old baby's mouth, baby starts to suck. There are some things that are built in us by instinct. Having sex is an instinct. All you need to do is keep improving on it. There are Christian books on improving your sex life. You don't need the devil's own. Don't go and look for trouble.
Oh, yes. Exactly. You cannot even be watching pornography and enjoy sex with your spouse. The man is picturing something else as you are having sex. So you are losing your marriage to another person or to another woman.
Perfect. An image. An image.
Exactly. Yes. Wow. Well, I think we are done for today. We are going, well, by the grace of God, on Thursday we are coming back to handle this. Don't wave your hands yet. We have not said bye-bye. Once again, thank you so much for coming on this program. It's been awesome. It's been insightful. It's been explosive. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Reverend Christy. I'll see you.
Thank you.
Next week, Thursday, she's going to be here on part 2 on dealing with addiction. Please, can you do us a favor? Get all your questions ready. DM them to me. I will just be asking directly. I think that will be better instead of struggling to answer some. Yeah. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Love you. See you next week, Thursday. Bye.